if they even buy that. But yeah, I'm feeling good about Dawn's game. I think I'll Dragon Knight. So take some towers.
Can I take everything I said back? I'm going all in Psg Lgd. I don't know. I kind of look at these boys like Shaker, Dragon Knight, Sven. No one is doing anything on the map.
Yeah, but they farm and they get around. They go.
Well, very quickly, Kez, some of your closing thoughts about my team's
I
draft.
think Dawn's draft is pretty good. I kind of have to lean on with what Cheap was saying. I know English is hard sometimes, but I think this is a good test, Lina, to see how you do it. If they can run away with it, then Lina might just be gone.
Yeah, a test for LGD, but also a test for us to see how good this Lina is when it comes to competitive Dota. We're going to jump on into our second series, game 1, with Lyrical and Fog.
So much, Nat, the panel and Fog. We're here. China Dota is happening.
Let's go.
It starts off again, LGD facing off against Dawn, but a lot of change-ups in this lineup, a lot of new players. Obviously, the panel was talking a lot about that. But I was talking about the Lina that they were loving. You were saying this is like the hero to go to. Tell me about it.
Well, it just seems like this like ranged characters in the same lane seem to be the go. Like that's what we're seeing every more playing Linas. Ramos tend to be common trend, and it's flavor of the month, right? It tends to happen once the patch continues for a long time. The people find one thing that stands out, and this is the they do the triple branches. You've got your blades, you've got Baden backing you, so you can constantly pump heals. You don't have to bring your regen early on. Quick Falcon Blade boot, Maelstrom. I think we've seen it a lot of times from stream. Most of his games. Yeah, looking at stuns, this is interesting. There's 5. Everybody's got disable, right? We've got 5 different sets of stuns, 5 different ways to get like on top of the Lina. So that's one thing I'm looking at is how much can they commit and get on top of her. Blink Sven, Blink DK, Ember, lots of different ways to jump.
So what I'm hearing is LGD, everything for my Shiro. We will help you out of everything. And for tagged up as CD, that's definitely Dawn.
I saw that too. I was like, am I seeing that? My vision's pretty bad, but
that is definitely going to be them trying to kill Shiro.
Yeah.
And look at this. I haven't seen this Marcy skin. What the heck is that thing?
That's one of the ones that got it. Yeah.
Heck? That's crazy.
Yeah, so I think it's for say Cdec probably. All right, for Dawn, they're gonna, like we said, and I think LGD, they actually have a pretty damn good response lineup to protect the Lina, right? Yeah. The last pick, Tiny, they were really lacking disable, so that's gonna be able to protect and either cover the egg plus the Lina, and they have crazy sustain, right? We've got Sunray, we've got a Baden shield heals, plus we've got Marcy's sidekick that's gonna. Let's see if Dawn can pierce through all that.
It happens indeed, is already bullying away Son Goku from those rooms, and the 3 go in the direction of LG. Now, there's another thing that I want to talk to you about. You mentioned the Lina. This is the flavor of the month. All the streamers doing it. All the top teams playing it. But you also mentioned right before we came out here, oh, Marcy's gone. Marcy's done. We're never going to see Marcy again. Marcy's here. What the heck is this?
I think overall, I think 3 Marcy is probably the best situation because that's the one that got the least affected. It's your rebound and all that got affected by the nerfs that after TI because it was a big hero. Sidekick got a very small change. So that's what you plan on your play.
That'll be what we watch for. And of course, the constant thing that people remember from those Marcy days, even when it was support, is just get BKB and you can almost solo kill it.
Yes. There's a lot of different ways to like protect, right? Multiple, the AoE stun that actually comes from rebound. Looking at Dawn's lineup, there are 4 melees into Phoenix too, so could be some situation where they commit for an avalanche stuff from Marcy might actually just switch things up.
Not quite on the mark there with that. Fine. Creep it back behind the tower, and Yanyu trying to play together with Planet in bottom lane. It is interesting. The panel is kind of talking about that's this player that made the transition of going from carry to just pulling out support. That wave over side 2.
I like that scene. You know, you don't have to just be like your boomer, the old players that just can't play the core anymore and they relegate it to the 5. No, people can switch. It's a hard pull.
They very close with the creep wave coming in. Still has that fairy fire ready, but X is gonna.
Auto. Let's see. Ruins. We'll get at least one filled. Next snap is bottle. That, but.
Already you can see 10 and 5 on that Tiny versus 5 and 2, so a little bit of you know, that health here a little bit under CF. And across the board right now,
Yeah.
LGD are just winning these lanes.
They have the more aggressive and kind of more weird to say kind of defensive, right? Because the Lina in this situation, DK and Earthshaker can, if the Lina is a huge mistake from Shiro, right? They can't really get aggressive here, so he's able to free farm. Marcy versus Verona can just hold the ground. The Phoenix could potentially dive to a big mistake, but yeah, it looks pretty difficult for Dawn to set up kills in laning without a 30.
Of course, also, they're not getting the out CS battle either. Particularly the Tiny versus Ember matchup. That one's a little bit funky. You're going to have tree spam that's constantly going to be a problem.
So let's with Shaker. This is when you pick Shaker, this is one of the things that ends up happening though, right? You're gonna kind of abandon your offlaner, and we'll see if Doc is able to make anything happen. It's kind of tough to kill Tinies, but he can maybe set up to kill some runes and whatnot.
Right now, Why You Smell, of course, that actually is why Innocence playing on the ABBA. He is doing a good job of bullying back Sun Goku, but double wave coming in, that's going to be pretty helpful.
Yeah, play from the Shaker there too, stop that pull. Otherwise, he would have pulled through the trees. Would have been Aster up there. Yeah, all three lanes. It's looking really good right now for Psg Lgd. And the Marcy, who's got 0 harassment onto it, already has the Helm of Iron Will, so.
Double stun. Rebound. Not often you see that one. Pulls back in. Man, this is a lot of damage out from the Phoenix. Slowly burning him down. Is it going to be enough? Yes. Planet drops first blood. Getting that first blood on the Phoenix. Already queuing into an urn. This would be a really big pickup if you can get that early.
Versus these cores, the Sven, the DK, if he's able to get like Vessel at some point early on, it could be devastating for sure. Yeah, amazing lane bottom. Like, there's a they get actually the grab on them, run a mid leap, hold them back. Almost good. Yeah, they just have stronger lanes across the board, and they're gonna be able to do pretty aggressive moves with all these, with every hero, right? Everybody can actually make rotations pretty easily on their draft.
LGD coming in strong out of the gate in game number 1, and MS takes another punch to the back of the head. You manages to clean that one up. So 2 kills bottom. Now, the laning stage isn't everything, obviously.
Sure.
But how does it look coming out of this? How devastating is this for Dawn? The lane's not going good to start.
I mean, Sheep said it early, right? They have this very big peak coming on Dawn around like this 10, 15, 20-minute mark or so. So if you actually don't have that good lane, what's your timing gonna be? So I think it's devastating to have it already starting out. Unsure how they can cover unless they start moving the Shaker a little bit more, but right now he's looking at stacks.
He's gonna have to definitely make some moves happen, or at least give that little piggy bank of other farm going into the direction of the rest of his team.
Yes, mid.
Can't get it happening. Still hanging on to that fair fire too.
Look out for fallen rock!
Getting close to level 6s here. We'll see if X makes some rotations. We saw Dust in the earlier game today play on the Ember and have some trouble making moves happen around the map. Do you think Ember could be another one of those heroes that can make some stuff happen here?
I think this one he's gonna have to look to make moves. In that game it was weird because he was versus Dust, who's versus DK, right? So he got forced to stay mid, which is usually not what the Ember wants to do. He wants to look to make early moves. I think we'll see the difference from X as we do. CS TP's back to base. X gets to catch back up with CS.
And the rebounds, Chase.
Look at his damage.
He's in trouble. Man, Planet having this great of a start and then burning him down, not quite going to be able to get the kill, but I mean, that TP back, that's also really rough.
That is. This lane is completely over. Even have the siege now pushing in to clear out the enemy siege, and they're going to get some damage to tower after this. The problem now is where does Sven want to go? He kind of has to go back bottom. He just had, like,
oh my god! And the career goes down too. Give him a break for a second. My goodness.
Oh boy.
The bully.
What a start. And they're fully sustained bottom. Everyone, like, both of them full HP because they have the side cape, plus they have that helm that we were talking about. Endress. They have a Mango on the Phoenix too, so they can go aggressive if they see a chance.
Some pulls there. Nothing to say. Not looking for any toss back there onto X. Who is still, you know, having a pretty good time now. 27 and 13, keeping the levels very even. To say, as you mentioned, he's going to have to be the one that makes those moves. Get this back on track for Dawn a little bit. It's a 2,000 gold lead in just under 7 minutes.
It's crazy. He's going to have to help out him very early on because Marcy's going to hit 6 and Sven's probably going to be level 4 or 5. So they're going to be desperate to help this bottom lane. Otherwise, Sven is just going to have no game and he's never going to be able to go to those ancients that are stacked. Right. I do think Max is probably going to have to make that move bottom. Honestly, soon it feels like.
RC in the meantime tuning right into that arm lift.
Yep.
Time again.
Yeah, and those off Marcy's.
He's so scared. They just not want to get punched by this Marcy.
It's terrible. Even for the Mirana, what happened earlier was like he got the pullback on the leap, and it forced the Mirana to use like all 3 leaps on MS. So
Right.
I'm scared.
Bombs. Heals coming. By there. Fissure connecting. X comes in remnants. Not enough damage though.
Way too much heals.
Just can't do it.
Well, I read the play. Right, recognizes also like Lina, he's a cut. Shiro doesn't even need to be up top. Shiro has boots, Falcon Blade, and the Javelin already. So now, yeah, Y can make his moves to protect and read the movements that can come out from the side of Dawn. And he's even checking the rune now, so X, who kind of, he does have a full bottle, but he wants this rune to make those moves to fix this early game.
Regen, they don't get him. Now starting to burn down X here. Planet in the area, they get hit by the tree afterwards.
This is brutal, I gotta be honest. The fact that both supports now can just kind of ditch those side lanes. Marcy's fine bottom, Lina's fine top. Just helping at mid lane, making sure that NTS has a better game.
I mean, they're not doing anything. He's totally just gonna walk away. Y comes back in and
Just in
starts
case.
healing him.
He like Y was walking top and he wasn't even too far away, but he recognizes, okay, there's no point actually. I have to just play around where the 2 supports are, so. Great read. And now that bottom tower starting to get hit from that siege that they kept alive. And it's pressure on all fronts.
All across the map right now. There were a couple of pings on the top side of the map. Not sure if that was Dawn thinking about making a move there or not.
Sun Goku is way too low.
Yeah.
If they try to go for this, it could be disaster.
Shiro moves over. Moves back in. And rotation from X. This is pretty good. So the Dragon Form running out now. And with no chains, he's not going to have enough damage. The TP rotation, just the Gouda blade, get off me, nothing to say. Moves in, they punch down X. Clean as can be.
That's the dream for Shiro, right? It's like, oh, nice. My support dies. I get a free kill on the mid. Great play there. I love when you see that happen. Just immediately recognizes these guys just need to burn Flame Guard. We don't need to have to worry about anything else. So, big burst, hits the finish.
Obviously, not many points in the Dragon Slate, but even a little bit of magical damage coming from the Javelin there.
Yes, absolutely. Helps versus these tanky heroes like DK and Sven who just rely on armor.
Still struggling to find much to do in this game. Oh, Planet's been able to bully him.
Gabe, they have, it's armlet on Marcy, Maelstrom already on Shiro. Like, these timings are absolutely absurd.
Cooking, they're doing it. I don't know where that tree went, but just gonna have to try and play lucky with the runes. He gets an illusion rune up top. Marcy's still standing in this bottom lane, continuing to put pressure on. LGD just very oppressive at this point.
They have to try to do something on the side of Dawn to make space for this Sven to be able to walk through those Ancients at some point soon. No God Strength yet, so it wasn't going to be able to do it, so do like this move top. Pop the DK ult. You know the Lina was kind of low in play, so you can maybe get some decent damage here and pull some attention, which is desperately needed.
Sabotage again. Connection. Trying to bait him. Oh my god, he might just die to this. The jump! Oh my god! Right where he was going.
That was pretty.
And Planet. Dives away.
Oh my
Shiro,
god.
Goku, run! Get out! This is not a safe place to be. Has to pop the Moonlight Shadow to try and get away, and that finally will allow him to escape. While mid lane, they're taking that tower. This is really rough for Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, Shiro just keeps showing up, and he's like, oh, thank you, free kill. This is great. This is a perfect lead game. Boots, a Maelstrom, Falcon Blade, level 9.
Shiro connects onto 1. That means there's no save there for the Tiny. Blocked off by the Fissure. Stun connects. Moving in with X, they gotta get something here. They need to find a kill. Oh, save there from Abba, the turn. Marcy starts punching, starts beating him down.
Oh
this
God.
is 5v1. They just keep chasing.
He's still going.
Son Goku, you gotta get away. You gotta run. The Fissure is out, tries to bring down this Marcy. Okay, slowly whittling him down, but they run back in. Again, this is all 5 heroes from Dawn, and they can't do anything.
Oh my god, what a ridiculous turn. The armlet, he's so tanky. This Marcy can just stand there. The heals, of course, there from Y, being very patient with his borrowed time.
Well,
I don't know. Like, they brought everything there. And at least they don't lose the tower and lose more heroes, because it was close to them losing with 3 or 4 heroes.
they do have a Blink Dagger done now on Tiny, so nothing to say, ready to make more action happen. is there any timings that are coming up for Dawn? Like the Falcon Blade drop for Dragon Knight, he's so far away from the Blink Dagger. Ember's trying to get towards phase boots. All right, the phase boots timing is here.
I think for them, it's going to be like numbers, unfortunately. Like, even as we saw, their numbers didn't really work out the best, but they need to bring like 4 heroes. They need to have a number advantage, just have the Sven elsewhere. To Sven is just inspiration catch-up mode still. 5k net worth if you want to be on Sven at 10 minutes, 12 minutes in.
This is Blink with Hero nearby. Who's dying? Somebody's dying. Who do they find? The toss back connects. Oh, one of the wrong one. So a little bit of a miscommunication there. Sun Goku manages to escape. Oh god, let's say connected. They stuck around too long. Putting on a shirt out, change some more. Echo Slam, it's not nearly enough. Or dead in a second. 6,000 gold lead at 13 minutes.
Dire's top tower.
Yep, Shiro having the freest game ever, it feels like, as is planning perfect stunts, perfect setup, catches them both. They get the follow-up, Marcy, the throwback. I mean, all 3 corners just having a...
Well, and again, this moment right here, you know, you're seeing the like, oh, maybe we can go back in, and no, you really can't. As the Phoenix just dove through, they get the stun on both. And this can't was started with, you know, perfect initiation.
Of course, yeah, they like miscommunicated the toss back kind of play there. NTS didn't have the range to throw it back, but either way, successful. They tried to break numbers, but they don't have enough to pierce through this healing. I think Y is being such a big thorn in their sides, just always there at the right times in this game to get those shields, get those.
The ABBA is a very interesting dynamic there, having that like just sort of survivability. I guess one thing to mention is that with LGD's lineup, there isn't any of these heroes that kind of want to build mechanism or like, you know, plaids or any other like team fight oriented items as we Joker starting to get dropped and will die here most likely. Yeah, to find that kill. So maybe there's like some team fight element to go to eventually, but we'll have to wait and see if that happens or right the ship here. Looking rough.
Yeah, they don't have like the best of carry. I mean, bad at eventually maybe as like the 5, he can probably go for it. Magic Sustain, yeah, Arcane Boots, yeah. They have crazy sustain without it though, like we were mentioning. Yeah. Right? The shield, the seals, the Marcy, the Phoenix, etc. So. And we will be seeing Planet, as you mentioned. The Burn is going to be going for the Vestal, so slow tanky strength heroes will not look tanky this game. Will be even squishier. And now they're completely on back with DK. Let's see what they can do top. Nice toss back.
Nice. Damage comes out as nothing to say. They connect for the kill. There's this country dropped down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Great play from Giant. Pull back onto the dispose. Perfectly done to dodge the arrow. Now they're in the rush. They have all 5 heroes here.
Okay, gonna say they spotted him there. And this Earthshaker will manage to get a couple stuns. Nothing to say, try chase for the finish, and it's enough.
And
Son Goku's down. I mean, everywhere you look, somebody is dying. No partners.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Someone's thinking all LGD heroes are full HP.
Has fallen.
Devastating. All 3 towers down. Their team doesn't have DK. The team that have DK has not been able to really get much tower damage. Actually, tower really dead, but yeah, 3 down already. 9k lead.
Knows he's over here. There's nowhere left to go. The boat tries to escape. It's not gonna happen. As Marcy and Nothing to Say combo together to bring him down. John, you have had a perfect game so far on this Marcy.
Yeah, 3-0-7. Everybody's kind of had a perfect.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Damn, what a showing here.
Goku, bro. Do they have the damage though? They've got him blocked off. The Fisher's there. It's just an alternate fight. Have a heal. Avalanche. The combo is there. But everybody dies. It's not enough.
They're gonna GG.
Shiro. That is like.
That feels like that might be a GG moment, but see if they do something around MS.
Oh no. He also is going to get dropped here. There's Nothing to Say. Runs in, finds him. 19-1, man. LGD, anybody any questions about this team? They're still a team to watch in China.
Did I put them number 1 on the list? No. Damn, this is an incredible performance, yeah. Everyone's just having the dream game. Everybody's backing up each other perfectly. I feel like the biggest thing for me is how identifying like what moves are going to happen, right? They're like, oh, Dawn's going to make this move. How quick they collapse. I think Panel mentioned a little bit about perhaps it could be a situation where with Fadden, sometimes you can be a bit slow around the map. It doesn't look like it. LGD always in the right place at the right time with all their heroes.
You know, it's interesting to mention that I'm pretty sure that nobody in our entire crew put LGD number 1. Everybody pretty much had them in that like top 3 or 4. I think that this is one of those showings. It's like, yeah, you can watch out for this team. Dawn, definitely a squad that, at least in this game, feels like they've been lost since the beginning. Have to see if they can pull anything together here to get some good feelings going into game number 2 if they continue this route. Tries to get away. There is no escape. The toss back, the nerf was not that huge. They don't manage to quite find the stun connection, but I don't think it matters.
They can't fight. There's nothing we can do here to fight around this area. And Jiro with HC's got BKBs. I think we can.
Got all this. They're gonna head up there, start to beat away at the tower. Cliff will come out, and you can see the rest of Dawn right now not wanting to show up and defend this at all. They're just farming out the other lanes, trying to get what gold they can.
Next bottom.
X, he's dropping. The blade doesn't even need it, maybe? A couple of hits? Oh, he gets it! Keeps following you. That's a rough one.
God, this is, you're seeing the, like, why this lane is so crazy, too. Like, stats, right? You see, of course, a lot of Dragon Slip that we've seen from all these characters. Look how tanky you are as Alina.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, Shiro is absolutely enormous this game, but
it's
crazy how much you're able to do.
I mean, as far as ways to go from here, spotted him there for thought Abba was in the air.
I'm honestly pretty astonished that they're still playing this game because this one feels completely over. But let's say they're doing one smoke move. Can they catch anybody here? I have Psg cover each other perfectly.
Phoenix right behind.
Yeah, he's playing careful too. That's the big thing. They're not overextending their hand.
Dude, he throws out one fissure, they know where they are immediately. Tries to find and kill, nothing to say. The shield is there. Can they do anything? The supernova on the low ground forces away the rest of Dawn. The stun after the toss. 4 hits, they dodge the stun from the egg, but everybody is still dying. Nobody from LGD is going to fall. As they chase in, they find MF, Son Goku, the last one left alive after the buyback from the Shaker. They don't have the damage to do anything. Toss spin, Shiro continues the punches, triple kill for him. And this is going to be the tier 2 tower and GG. Yeah. 26-1, it doesn't get better than that.
No, wow, brutal. That was absolutely insane. It seemed like a couple. My thing just popped out for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's like a couple of times they get these fissures where, I mean, the game was already